to all of you fan faithful from across the globe tuning in this morning. We are here on day number 2 of the CCM Windy City Classic. And our girls have had 2 tough starts, playing some very talented teams in the top 10. But there's hope this morning, isn't there, Michael?
Yeah, so this morning we're matching up against Team Illinois, which this was a matchup that we saw early in the season. As a matter of fact, it was our first game all the way back at the beginning of September when we played them in Bowling Green. It was a close game. We dropped to them 2-0, but I'm excited to see how far both teams have come. Girls have been looking good this weekend so far. Even though we dropped yesterday both games against the Chicago Mission, I'm thinking they look strong. And this morning we just finished watching a game against it was the Windy City Storm versus the Ducks, and the Ducks dropped to them 7-0. So I think we actually look better against the Windy City Storm. So looking at Team Illinois, they're ranked 32nd in the My Hockey rankings. They played 32 games. They're at a -39 goal differential. And in comparison, we're ranked 54th. We're at a -26 goal differential. Some recent matchups that Team Illinois has had, they dropped yesterday to the LA Lions 3-0. And then at the Detroit tournament that we were also a part of, they won against Bell Tire. They lost to the Ohio Blue Jackets 2-1, and they beat Fox Motors 2-0. And we had a game against Fox Motors as well, and that was a close matchup as well. I think we dropped to them 3-2. So should be a good game this morning.
I agree, Michael. I agree. And a reminder to our fans, we actually had a friendly scrimmage against the Bell Tire group, and that was a 4-2 loss, but that game could have went either way. So back to the hope in this tournament. What we have is 2 pools of 6, and the top 4 teams of each pool are going to go into quarterfinal matchups here this afternoon. It's tight, but if our girls can somehow pull off a 5-goal lead against Team Illinois, the plus-minus will put them at 1-2 in the pool and actually squeak them into the quarterfinals. They'll finish 4th in the pool, and they'll play the crossover game here this afternoon. Anything less than 5 goals, they'll either drop into 5th or 6th in the pool, and we play a consolation game this afternoon against the other 5th or 6th place team from the other pool.
So either way, a game this afternoon, 2:30 or 4 o'clock. But looking for a good matchup here.
Should be some good hockey. In between the pipes to start off the game is going to be Miss Schaefer. Had a fantastic game yesterday morning. It was a big reason why that was only a 5-0 loss instead of significantly more. Not sure what our lineups are going to be. Coach was making a lot of shifts to the lineup toward the mid and end of the game yesterday. Had defense playing forwards and just trying to create a little bit of a spark and some offensive pressure. We've got Zakaria coming out. She's going to center Dulac and Simcoe up front. And Mason and Andrews are on point. Fortunately, Paisley Elliott, who made the road trip, not dressed, been allowed on the bench all weekend, which is fantastic. She got kicked off the bench in the local games. And we have a little bit of background music going on today. Hopefully that's not coming through too loud on your speakers at home. Might switch to a headset and dial it back. So anyone watching at home, feel free to send a text and let us know if you can hear us or if it's just loud.
If you want some feedback from me, Brody, I can barely hear you, and I'm only about 4 feet away.
That's just because it's like the NHL hype or the PWHL hype. Everyone's up. And speaking of hype, here we go. Stars win the draw. Mason up to Simcoe. Simcoe's got it in the neutral zone, knocked off the puck. Illinois dumps it in. Andrews picks it up behind the net, looks at her options, sends it around that half wall, tries to find Dulac just out of her reach. Dulac able to regain. Little chip pass up, looks like trying to feed Sakaria. Not quite able to get there. Team Illinois regroups. They attempt their own lead pass. That's disrupted by Simcoe. Quick shift for Simcoe. Fresh legs coming out. Gagne's jumping on. So is Isaac on point. Good forecheck by Dulac. Zakaria's got it in the corner. She's got Gagne helping her. Centering pass is wide open out front. Opportunity. Dulac not quite able to get her stick on it. Now she's trying. Here goes Illinois. They're able to come out of that scrum. They go for a fresh change. They dump it in. Biederman's joined Isaac on point. She's in a puck battle in the corner. Puck comes out to the high slot. Wide open in the slot. Slips right through. That's picked up by Salzburg. Salzburg's got Gerhovic with her. Trying to drive through the neutral zone. She does. Over to Gerhovic. Gerhovic on the right wing. Takes a shot just wide. Salzburg's regaining it. Illinois. Puck spits out. They bring it up from behind their net. Making their way into the neutral zone. A 3-on-2 unfolding. Team Illinois driving around the left wing. Off angle shot. Off the glove. Trickles through the crease. And just out of harm's way. Centering pass. That's picked off by Gerhovic. Gerhovic. Solid job by her to track that pass and disrupt it. Illinois able to hold the zone. Isaac's on it now. Isaac picks it up on her backhand. She's getting harassed by the Team Illinois player. Gets some support from Gerhovic. Gerhovic trying to skate it out. Shakes off a defender and kicks it up into the neutral zone. Salzburg. She's moving her legs this morning. Good fork check pressure. Stanton jumps out to join fresh legs, and same with Bucko. Stanton, she's going to turn it around, tries to clear it out, deflected off the glass. Team Illinois regains. Coming in, high slot shot. There's the shot. Blocker saved by Schaefer, deflected up off the glass and behind. Point by Illinois, able to hold it in. They take a throw of the puck toward the net. Now another opportunity in the high slot. Good feet by Andrews. And Schaefer moving to the right, kicks her leg out left, able to stay and track that puck to make this save. Good action here in the first minute. 2 minutes, sorry. Nice to see some offensive zone pressure from our Stars as well. Draws one by Team Illinois. They take the shot, deflects in behind the glass. Illinois' D jumps up to hold the zone. Illinois with it behind the net. Centering pass. Off to the half wall. Shot off their own teammate. Puck's loose out front. It's a scramble. And Lafleur and Shortino clearing the front of the net just like we asked for yesterday. Not letting the opposition have their way in front of our tender. That's fantastic to see. Fresh legs up front here. Shortino and Lafleur on the point. Zakaria's centering Simcoe and Dulac again. Illinois wins the draw, takes a shot, loose puck out in the slot. That kicks off to the circle. Another shot by Team Illinois. Deflected by Lafleur. Back to the point again. Illinois with the shot through traffic, just deflects wide into the near corner. 4 players in a puck battle in the corner. Looking to shake something loose. Zakaria tries to chip it off the boards to get it up to Dulac.
Penalty coming.
Penalty is called. And not sure who it's going to be against them. Looking like Team Illinois.
Yeah, that's what I think. Too hard on the boards.
5th player came in for Team Illinois. And the Stars are going to go on an early power play with 8:31 left in the first. Those who have just tuned in for their first game, we're playing 12-minute periods and 1-minute power plays. Zakaria's going to stay out with Dulac and Simcoe. We got Mason and Isaac on point. There's the draw, won by Illinois. Illinois tries to clear it around the back of the net, gets it over to their D partner. Lead pass up through the neutral zone. Mason steps up to hold the zone, but Illinois picks up the puck. Illinois drives down the right wing, circling around. Isaac strong on pushing her wide. It's picked up by Simcoe. Simcoe, she's coming out of her zone with some speed. She's got Dulac and Zakaria with her. Simcoe drives to the right. Fortunately, fans on the puck. Looks like she was knocked off. Able to pick up her own deflection, though. Simcoe holds it in, throws it in deep. Zakaria is giving chase. Zakaria able to get body position. Backhand pass, tries to find Dulac. That's interrupted by Illinois. Isaac not quite able to hold his own. Mason's there to support though. Illinois trying to drive it in deep and kill some time. Mason battles along the boards. Good party position by her. Zakaria's there to help as well. Mason picks it up again. Mason, backhand pass to Simcoe. Simcoe not quite able to clear. Illinois, they have an opportunity, high slot. She decides to wheel it around into the corner and throw it in behind the net to her teammate. Isaac right there to disrupt that. Finds Zakaria. And it's back in behind the net once again. Here comes Mason. Mason, good body position, strong battle in the corner. Zakaria is in to help, and unfortunately looks like she's going to call for tripping, and she is. Her stick trying to find that puck and just ended up in the feet of Team Illinois player there. So now a power play for Team Illinois, and it looks like we've got Grahovic and Salzburg out front, and Andrews and Shortino on point to kill this off. 7:02 left here in the first. Draws one by Illinois. Illinois back to the point. Looks for a centering pass. Finds it in the slot. Deflected to her teammate. Now the puck's loose out front again. Grahovic's jumping in there to relieve some pressure. She's looking good early in this game so far. Here comes Shortino. Shortino steps up. Dumps it in deep. She's going to chase her own puck. Shortino pressuring. Staying on it. Decides to retreat back to her point. Grahovic steps up. Illinois trying to do a breakout. 3-on-2. Illinois gains the zone. Number 16, cross pass to the left winger. Grahovic's back there. Cleared out by Shortino. Not quite able to get into the neutral zone. Here comes Illinois again. A shot from the high circle. Through traffic, deflected off Shortino's skate. Good toe save by Schaefer. Puck ends up in behind the net. Centering pass attempt. Shortino breaks that up. It's into Grahovic's feet. Right out front. Andrews takes care of that business. Throws it off into the corner. All the way back down around into that far half wall. Penalty is killed. Gagne's got an opportunity. She's got some speed coming up the left wing. Dumps it in. Salzburg's on it now. She's going to be the first to the puck. She picks it up on her backhand. Or Grahovic, sorry. She was first in. She gets it back to Gagne. Gagne centering pass. Deflected. Team Illinois picks it up in the far wall. They're going to break it out into the neutral zone. We got Isaac and Biederman on point now. Isaac steps up. Clears the zone approach by Illinois. Now Illinois got it on D. Here comes Illinois. Driving down the left wing. Wolf. Centering pass all the way back to the point. Illinois. Deflected by Gagne. Good job by her to step up and break in that centering attempt. Here's an opportunity. We got Bucko and Clark. Bucko pressuring, disrupts Team Illinois, kicks off to the far half wall. Stanton's joining that offensive line now. Isaac's got it on point, dumps it in, and unfortunately Stanton was tied up in the offensive zone. Michael and I are standing a bit too far apart here in today's broadcast booth, so unfortunately you're just going to have to deal with Brody Allen's voice. We're having a laugh about it. Bucko and Clark and Stanton up front. Dumped in well by Shortino. Shortino and Lafleur on point now. Back to Lafleur. Lafleur throws it off the glass into the zone. Clark and Bucko both giving chase. Illinois is going to regroup behind their net. Lots of pressure from our offense there. Puck comes all the way back to the neutral zone. Lafleur steps up again. And Illinois able to clear it all the way down into the Stars' end, and that's going to be an icing. 4:24 left, as we suggested at the start of this broadcast. Good hockey game. Got a couple balanced teams here. Zakaria, Simcoe, and Dulac back up front. Mason and Andrews on the point. There's a draw. Loose in the slot. Simcoe able to hold it. And Illinois brings it out into the neutral zone. Illinois chips it into the far corner. Andrews in pursuit. Taking it in behind her net. Zakaria's there to help now. Illinois swings it back in behind the net again. Looking for a centering pass. Deflected away by Andrews. Simcoe's going to pick it up on her backhand. Simcoe Looking to drive around the far left wing, she does. She's got Dulac. Simcoe into the high slot. There's the shot, blocker, save. Solid save by that goaltender. Simcoe, high danger opportunity in the slot. Dulac able to hold his own. She throws it down. Here's an opportunity for Zakaria. Zakaria, she's driving behind the net. She's got Dulac out front. Centering pass just out of the reach of Dulac. Mason able to hold his own. Shot from Mason through traffic, just trying to find Zakaria on the side of the net. Zakaria's got it in the corner. She chips it down. Dulac's going to pick it up now. Dulac, tries to chip it back to Zakaria. Zakaria's got it. Opportunity to get it in front. Through the traffic in the crease. And it's in. They score. What a fantastic goal by Dulac. Zakaria sends it over to the crease. Odd bounce, and Dulac makes no mistake to punch that home. Brendan's shaking his head. He was trying to get a replay for us. Not sure we could. But the Stars are on the board.
And what I really like to see on that one is the three forwards triangulated really well. They were able to hold that offensive zone for a while, and that's what's going to create those opportunities.
I was just about to make a comment that Team Illinois goaltender is actually a really talented goaltender. If you look at her stats online, she's got a high save percentage and really have a great reputation. So it's good to see our girls solve her early. And Dulac, congrats to her to get us on the board. Grahovic, Gagne, and Salzburg are out there. Up front, and we got Biederman and Isaac on point. Chipped in for Illinois. Illinois 3-on-1 from the corner. Centering pass through the traffic. It's big save by Schaefer. 2 saves by Schaefer. Puck's loose out front. Grahovic able to clear it out. She's got Salzburg helping. Illinois regains it. Illinois circles back. Comes into the high slot. There's the shot. Big save by Schaefer. What happened? Oh. Schaefer looking as steady as she did yesterday morning. 4:24 left. There's a shot from Team Illinois. It's wide into the corner. Cleared out by the Stars all the way down. That'll be on net. So Team Illinois will pick it up on defense. Salzburg, early pressure. Lead pass through the neutral zone. Offensive change here for the Stars. We got Bucko and Stanton joining Salzburg. Stanton pressures it in, dumps it in. Held in by Stanton. They send it deep. Team Illinois clears it all the way down, and they'll call that for an icing and bring it back for an offensive zone draw with 1:55 left here in the first. And a 1-0 game for the Stars.
It's live here.
Frozen. Draws one. Did he update the score? Sorry, folks, we're just still sorting through some tech difficulty. Here comes Illinois. Illinois drop pass, high slot, shoots it high over the net. Into the corner, Team Illinois. Centering pass, here's from Clark. Clark able not quite to get it out. Illinois holds his own. Here's an opportunity, Illinois. And the top of the circle, it's deflected. Opportunity for Stanton. Stanton breaking free. And a solid back check by Illinois to break up that potential breakaway. Lead pass. And we've got an injury here on Team Illinois. Thanks, there. Hopefully that young lady's all right. Awkward fall. I didn't see exactly what happened, but it was that collision with Stanton on her back check. Stanton's obviously all right. Looks like they've got her to her feet. And hopefully that young lady's all right. 1:09 left here in the first.
That's some very choice music this guy plays. Very thematic.
I love it. Good observation by Mr. Elliott with the "I'm all right" right after that injury. We got Mason on point with Andrews. And we got Dulac, Zakaria, and Simcoe up front. Puck's loose. Deflected at the half wall. Dulac, she sends it up. Simcoe's in there pressuring. Dulac's in to help again. It's offside. 44 seconds left here in the first. Zakaria in for the draw. One by Illinois. DDD pass by Illinois. Zakaria straight on top of that. Simcoe as well. Team Illinois able to get it in deep. They pick it up in the corner. Centering pass through traffic, deflected all the way back to the point. Shot from the point. Good skate by Dulac to stop that shot and block it. Now the puck's loose. Dulac's got it. Dulac gives it up to Simcoe. Simcoe, she's going to drive wide and wide. Here comes Simcoe for an opportunity. Simcoe, there's the shot. Blocker saved by the goaltender. It's off into the corner. Zakaria's got it. Zakaria cuts back, trying to shake off a couple defenders. Simcoe in to help. Illinois ends up with it. 7 seconds on the clock. Illinois, lead pass all the way down, and that should kill out the period. And the first period in the books here. Stars looking good. 4 more of these goals, and they'll get their way into the quarterfinal. Mitch Salzberg, he's been helping us with all of the variations and computations of what's going to happen with these pools. Girls seem to be skating with a bit more urgency today than they did yesterday. Michael's giving us the head shake. Apparently that means we are having buffering issues. I don't know. Good vibe in the stands here. Dads are appreciating that we're up 1-0 and we got a goal. Team Illinois taking the
I got 7-3.
Yep. Yeah. Shot 7-3 in favor of Team Illinois. I would suggest zone times a bit more balanced than the shots are identifying. Got to get a few more pucks on net because you never know when they squeak in like they did for Dulac there. Grahovic's taking the draw with Salzberg and Gagne. And on point, we've got Isaac and Biederman anchoring things. Illinois clears it all the way down into our zone. Biederman's going to pick that up. Biederman, lead pass. Trying to find, it does. Here's an opportunity. Salzberg's breaking in. 2-on-1. She's got Gagne with her. And Team Illinois' defense able to break that up. Salzberg's back on it though. Centering pass. Gagne wide open up front. There's the shot. Big toe save by Team Illinois. What an opportunity. Isaac able to hold the zone. She throws it back in net. Netter save. And Salzberg right there trying to grab that rebound. That was a fantastic shift to open up the second period here. Salzberg finds Gagne wide open out front. Fantastic opportunity and a great save by the Team Illinois goaltender with Gagne almost getting herself a goal. Fresh legs. We've got Bucko, Clark, and Stanton up front. Isaac and Biederman still on point. Isaac, where's the shot? Deflected. Team Illinois is going to bring it out. Illinois, they step up. Tries to get around Isaac. Not quite able to. Comes in and snows Schaefer. Sometimes I wish I was the one playing defense. I'd probably be in the penalty box right now with a major. Don't like to see that. There's the draw. Bucko able to kick it out, trying to pressure. Is pressuring. Illinois able to shake her off though. Illinois driving in on the right wing. There's the shot. Wide. Ends up all the way around to the far wall. Good job by LaFleur to deflect that puck into the corner. Then she chases it down and picks it up. LaFleur coming out, wheeling down the left wing. She's going to chip and chase with her. She's going to join the rush. LaFleur, Stanton. Oh, and they're just a bit out of the reach, and they called that an icing. Usually right about now is when you cue Tim Shortino with a, I don't know about that call. And he wouldn't be wrong. Speaking of Shortino, she's out on point now. And we got Zakaria, Simcoe, Dulac up front. LaFleur still out. Shortino. LaFleur into the corner. Illinois has it behind the net. They try centering pass. Comes all the way back to the defense. There's a shot through traffic. Block attempt by Simcoe. It deflects all the way to the far wall. Dulac. She tries to clear it out. Illinois able to hold it in. They dump it into the corner. Simcoe's on it now. Simcoe. She throws it back up the other way. Zakaria's going to pick that up on the half wall. She's got some speed. Skating through the neutral zone. Zakaria driving wide and right. She's got Dulac going to the front of the net. There's a centering pass. Beautifully done. Oh! And just over the net. What a great pass by Zakaria and a fantastic shot by Dulac. Great teamwork out there. Illinois, they gain the zone, and that'll be an offside. The Stars moving that puck to one another brilliantly. Smart decision by Zakaria to draw the defender off to the corner. Wheel in low. Dulac swung left, cut back to the high slot. Beautiful play. Keep up that, they'll be rewarded with a few more goals. Illinois wins the draw. 9:40 left here in the second. Illinois stepping up, they drive into the high slot. Disrupted as they're entering the zone. Illinois getting hassled by Gagne on point. Gagne deflects it out into the neutral zone. We got Grahovic, Gagne, and Salzburg up front. Gagne able to push it in. Holds his zone twice. Then it kicks out here. Here comes Illinois. Illinois coming in on Andrews and Mason. There's a pass. Shot wide. Ends up on the half wall. Gagne throws it back. Blocked by Grahovic. And Salzburg's chasing it down. Salzburg pressuring Team Illinois. Grahovic in to help as well. They deflect it. They pick it up. Gagne's got it now. Gagne takes the shot. Almost able to be retrieved by Grahovic, but not quite. Now Grahovic's on it. Throws it back. Andrews. She throws it off the wall all the way down. That'll be on net. So Salzburg's on it. She'll be first to the puck. Salzburg, good body position. Kicks it up to her stick. Has a look for some options. And two Illinois players hassling her. Grahovic in to help now. Stanton able to hold it in on the far wall, and it finally kicks out into the neutral zone. Mason's got a rolling puck, sends it over to Andrews. Andrews backhands it down the ice. That'll probably be an icing, and it is. Good continued pressure by the Stars here. Shots 8-4. Are those somewhat accurate, Brendan, or do you got too much tech going on?
No, I think it's pretty accurate.
All right. Illinois wins the draw, gets it back to the point. There's a shot from the point. Tipped, deflected wide. Biederman able to grab that. She sends it up to Clark. Clark just got a good job by Clark to get around the defender. Puck's into the neutral zone, but right back in is Illinois. There's a shot from Illinois. Schaefer deflects that into the corner. Illinois trying to feed their defense. Not able to. Isaac steps up. Isaac fighting off three defenders. Illinois ends up with it. Illinois coming into the zone. Bucko's on a quick back check. Here's an opportunity in the high slot. Biederman steps up to break that up. Another opportunity. Bucko's got it in her feet. Bucko driving down the left wing. See if she can get around this defender. Not quite able to. Illinois lead pass. all the way down through their teammate. Biederman's on it now. Into the corner. Centering pass from Illinois. Deflected on net by Bucko. Schaefer comes up with a big save off Bucko's deflection. Bucko's going to take it down the other way. Tries to get it over to Dulac. Not able to find her. Illinois back in we go. Illinois into the corner. Isaac gets it over to Bucko. Bucko fires it off the wall all the way down. And that'll be another icing call on the Stars. But I think Bucko needed a change and some fresh legs. And speaking of fresh legs, we got Shortino coming out with Lafier on the point. And Zakaria, Simcoe, Dulac up front. Off the draw, Simcoe chips it ahead, trying to find a way through it. Gets it to herself. Here comes Simcoe. Simcoe breaking down through the neutral zone. She's getting chased down. Simcoe hooked. There's a shot and a goal! We've seen that from Simcoe numerous times this year. She likes to chip it right off the face-off dot. Oftentimes catches the defense flat-footed. Sure enough, she did. Able to drive that through, even though she was getting chased down by the back checker. Head up, looks, picks her spot, finds the back of the net. It's 2-0 Stars. Off the draw, Illinois. Illinois gained the zone. Oh, and there's going to be a penalty call against Simcoe. A little too strong on the stick. They'll call her for a trip with 6:23 left in the second, and Illinois going back on the 1-minute power play. Coach elects to go with Mason and Isaac and Grahovic and Salzburg for this penalty kill.
I like this penalty kill line.
Behind the net, Mason up to Grahovic. Illinois able to hold it in. They send it in deep into the corner. Isaac picks it up now. Isaac skates around 2 defenders. Tripped up. Now she comes back. Gets the puck. Retrieved though. Isaac chips it around the board. Centering pass. Loose out front. Now it's picked up by Grahovic. Grahovic clears, or Isaac, sorry. Cisic clears it into the neutral zone. Illinois throws it all the way down. Mason's going to be first to retrieve that. Mason shoulder checking, seeing her options. Good job by her to stop behind the net. She sends it up to Grahovic, out of her reach. Illinois interrupts it. Loose out front. Back to defense and into the neutral zone. 10 seconds left here in the power play. Illinois, they throw it in, and that'll be an offside. Shots 10-5 in favor of Illinois. Again, zone time's been pretty strong, and I think shot attempts are probably fairly even. Illinois going with a goaltender change here mid-game. Don't usually see that at this level. Usually goalies that start stay, but obviously they're splitting time today. Illinois gains the zone. Drop pass. Here comes Illinois. High slot opportunity. There's the shot. Big save by Schaefer, and a backhand rebound. Finds the back of the net with 5:16 left. Right as the penalty was expiring, so that'll be considered an even strength goal. We got ourselves a 2-1 hockey game. Good first save by Schaefer. Loose puck out front. And Team Illinois able to bang that home. See if the Stars can find a rebound goal. We got Bucko, Stanton, and Clark out there. They're a high-energy forecheck-in line. Puck spits back to Andrews. Andrews out there with Mason right now. Speaking of Mason, it's on her stick. Mason, she's checked by Illinois. Illinois, another shot, off angle, saved by Schaefer. Puck's in behind the net. Andrews is on it. Illinois retrieves. Illinois sends it back to their D. Defense steps up. There's a shot through traffic, deflected, loose out front. Still loose out front, picked up by Bucko. Bucko, she clears it out of harm's way. She's going to come up through the neutral zone with some speed. She's got Clark with her. Bucko drives wide. So there's the shot off the top of the net. tries to find that top corner. Stanton able to hold his own and the pressure. Bucko's right on it. Illinois is trapped in deep. Mason steps up to hold his own. Now Illinois finally able to relieve that pressure. We got Andrews anchoring. She's going to hold the zone and send it right back in. Andrews in the neutral zone, sends it over to Mason. Mason tries to find Bucko. It's deflected by Illinois into our team's bench. And a heads up, girls, because that puck's coming. 4:08 left here in the second. 2-1 lead for the Stars. Being outshot, though, 12-6. Zakaria's back out with Dulac and Simcoe. Biederman and Isaac on point. Simcoe off the draw. She's tripped up, and that'll be a penalty call against Illinois, and the Stars go back to the power play. One minor change on the point. Mason's going to jump out for Biederman. The coach is going with Zakaria, Simcoe, and Dulac, Isaac, and Mason for this power play. Let's see if the Stars can regain that 2-goal lead. There's the draw. Zakaria's tied up, spits back to Mason. Mason not quite able to hold his own. It was deflected out. Isaac's got it now. Isaac, she sends it across to Dulac. Dulac, she dumps it in. Zakaria's in pursuit. Illinois tries to clear it up to the half wall. That's held in. Isaac throws it toward the net. There's the shot. Puck's loose out front. Illinois tried to clear it out. Mason steps up to hold his own as well. She throws it back down. Here goes Dulac. She's in pursuit. First to the puck in the corner. She's in a puck battle. Zakaria steps in to help her out. Puck spits behind the Illinois net. Comes all the way around. Isaac's got that. Isaac, she throws it toward the net. Deflected by Illinois. Now it's down into the corner. Illinois able to relieve the pressure here. Here's an opportunity. Sidestep Mason. Here comes a breakaway. Solid back check. Big save by Schaefer. And Stars able to dodge one there. Turning it back the other way on a 3-on-2. Lead pass to Simcoe. Not quite able to handle that. Puck ends up going in deep. And the penalty's over. Held in by Dulac. There's the shot. Saved by Illinois. 2:50 left here in the second. Puck comes in. Illinois got it on the D. Illinois driving through the neutral zone. Mason clears it in. Salzburg's out there now with Zakaria and Simcoe. Illinois dumps it all the way down, and that should be an icing. They actually wave it off, though. Isaac's got it behind the net. She's got her head up looking at her options. Decides to go for her skate. It's getting harassed by an Illinois player, but able to get it through. Pushes it all the way up, and it spits onto Zakaria's stick. Zakaria, she gets it over to Mason. Mason, she finds Gagne. Solid zone entry, but it's kicked back out by Illinois, and Mason throws it right back in. Salzburg and Gagne forechecking. Illinois throws it around to the far wall into the neutral zone, and we got Grahovic out there now too. Grahovic, she's got some speed. Tries to get around a defender. She's checked, but Gagne is there to help. Illinois, they dump it into our zone. Lafleur out there with Shortino. She's going to pick it up behind the net. Lafleur's coming around. Lead pass up to Salzburg. Deflects. Here's an opportunity for Grahovic. Grahovic's got to break down the left wing. Grahovic, a breakaway. Here's an opportunity. There's a shot. Rebound. Not able to find it. What a chance for Grahovic. Breaking down that left wing. Takes the shot. Big save by Team Illinois goaltender. And almost able to find her rebound. Would be good to see Grahovic get rewarded with a goal. Here's the replay. Grahovic streaking down that left wing, takes the shot. Don't know if she got as much on it as she wanted on that first shot attempt, but regardless, almost able to find her own rebound. Illinois breaking out, gets it to the half wall, through the neutral zone now. Number 16 with Illinois, driving down the right wing. Shortino pushes her wide. Illinois picks up their own rebound. Sends it to the far corner. Grahovic's there to help. Grahovic tries to find Salzburg and does. Salzburg picks up that pass. She's getting hooked. Able to shake off the hook. Salzburg drives into the corner. She's got Gagne out front. Salzburg giving herself some space, off her skates, recovers her own pass, held in by Shortino. Oh, not quite. Here comes an opportunity, 2-on-1 now for Team Illinois. Coming across, Lafleur pushing that player wide. There's the shot, and Elena Lafleur with fantastic defending, making sure that Illinois didn't even get an opportunity on that 2-on-1. Lafleur picks it up in the corner, has a look at her options. Oh, not quite able to get it out. There's a high slot chance. Big block by Shortino. Massive toe save by Schaefer. Still a 2-1 game. 18 seconds. Let's get out of this period, ladies. Illinois got it in the corner. Centering pass. Loose out front. Here's Bucko. Bucko not quite able to get it out yet. 6 seconds on the clock. Lafleur will take it behind the net. Cuts back through the center. Tries to find Gagne. And that'll wind up that period. The Stars definitely giving us a pause of small heart attacks there.
My heart can't take it.
Shout out to the Marriott Hotel for putting a little extra juice in their breakfast this morning. The Stars have come out playing.
This is the team we like to see. And opportunities all up and down the lineup too. That toe save by Schaefer was something else too. That was a deflection and able to get her pad down and on it. There it is, the replay. Not quite able to catch that on the replay, but
Yeah, you know, the other thing that I'm seeing this morning that looked better than yesterday is the breakouts. The breakouts are looking a lot better. We're getting it out of the defensive zone more effectively. And a good example of that was about a minute left in that period when Simcoe was on the wing against the boards, took the pass and kicked it out towards the center. That's exactly textbook how we're supposed to do this breakout. So it's looking good. It's coming together.
speaking of feet use, Salzburg this weekend has had 2 or 3 really good plays from her feet, getting that puck from her feet to her stick. Not sure if she's been working on that with her coach or not, but it's good to see, and it's an important skill.
She's looked really good this weekend. Matter of fact, that whole line I kind of like. Gagne, Salzburg, and Grahovic. They're working together well.
Alrighty. Bucko's out to center Clark and Stanton. And we got Mason and Andrews on our anchor. There's the pass, or the draw, one back to Mason, up to Clark. Clark tries to find Bucko. It's in her feet, not quite able to get there. Illinois takes it deep into their zone, quickly pressured by Stanton. Clark's in there pressuring as well. Illinois, they're able to break through the neutral zone, 3-on-2. Illinois tries to drive around Mason. There's the off-angle shot off the mask of Schaefer. Cleared out. Another opportunity for Illinois. Blocker saved by Schaefer. Illinois takes it back to their point. Shot from the high circle, deflected into the corner. Illinois starting off this period with a lot of pressure. Illinois picks it up in the corner. Back to the point again. Another shot deflected in behind the net now. It's going to be picked up by Andrews. Andrews has a bit of time. Able to skate it out of harm's way. Drives down the right wing. Andrews going to skate it all the way in. She dumps in. Is going to chase her own puck. Finds it in the corner. Mason steps up to try to hold the zone. Just a little out of her reach, but Simcoe's there to help. Simcoe sidesteps 2 defenders. Going to drive in. She's got Stanton on the far left wing. There's a shot from Simcoe. Blocker saved by the goaltender. And good action on both ends of the ice to start this third period with 10:42 left to go. Maybe it's me, maybe it's the music, but I really like when they got music going around here, and that might just be that the girls got a little extra pep in their step this morning. Puck's loose out front off the skate of Dulac and just sitting there. The goalie dives out to pounce on that puck. Zakaria is centering Simcoe. And Dulac. Biederman's on point with Isaac. Draws one by the Stars. Dulac sends it into the far corner. Zakaria's got it now. Zakaria battling 2 others. Illinois spits out with the puck. Puck's loose, off the sides. All right, out front, not able to track that down, and it comes all the way into the neutral zone. Isaac's got it and sends it in just a touch early, and Dulac not able to touch up on time. Change up for the Team Illinois. Oh, we got Zakaria, Simcoe, and Dulac up front still. Draws one by Team Illinois. Team Illinois likes to take it all the way back. Zakaria is pressuring. Simcoe looking to try and interrupt that pass. Biederman finds it, but the ladies are not able to touch up on time. We'll have another offside call. Draws one by Team Illinois. Illinois driving down the right wing. Zakaria pushes her wide. Isaac sends it up. Trying to get the neutral zone. Here comes Simcoe. Simcoe, one-on-one. Simcoe's going to drive around to the right. She's got Zakaria going to the net. There's the shot. High and wide to the far corner. Isaac's going to hold it in on point. Shot from Isaac, deflected. Here's an opportunity right out front. It's Zakaria. Zakaria's got it. There's the shot. Puck's loose, and the goalie able to throw a trapper on it and whistle it down.
I thought for sure that was going through the 5-hole. It was wide open on that one.
9:31 left in the third. Fan faithful at home and fan faithful in the audience here in the stands. Something to cheer about. Our Stars are pushing hard. Draws one by the Stars. Back to Lafleur. Into Salzburg. Salzburg, Grahovic, and Gagne up front. Puck spits into the neutral zone. And here comes the Illinois. Illinois, what a fantastic back check by Lafleur. And then Shortino clearing out the front of the crease. Funny, I just talked about clearing out the front of the crease, and it's like Shortino heard me. And she's going to get a 1 minute to go have a seat. And quite frankly, I'm more than fine with that.
Yeah, you got to lay down the law. I mean, it was after the whistle, so that's why she got called for it. But, you know, during play, that's a perfectly fine push.
If teams start taking liberties with the goaltenders.
I think she was listening to our conversation last night at the table.
Yeah, she must have been. She must have been. Well, now our girls are going to have to go to work and kill this penalty off. Here comes the draw. Grahovic wins it. Back to the point. There's a shot from Illinois through traffic. Ends up in the far corner. Salzburg's supporting Grahovic on the penalty kill. Grahovic able to get it to the neutral zone, and we got Isaac and Mason on point. Illinois trying to regain the zone. They do. Coming in on the left wing. Centering pass. Finds it open in the crease. There's the shot. Big save by Schaefer. Puck comes off into the corner. And Salzburg breaking it out. Mason, she has it. Gets it into the neutral zone. Perfect draw weight. That won't be an icing. Illinois trying to break out. They send it all the way down to Isaac. Isaac throws it up. Back into the zone. Isaac's going to regroup. She's got it behind the net. Has a look. She sends it up the boards. Finds Salzburg. Able to get it into the neutral zone. Salzburg skating it down the left wing. She's getting harassed, but able to keep that puck. Still pushing. Salzburg grinding through 4 players. Almost gets a shot off. What a great effort by her, using her strength. Puck comes back to Mason. Mason sidesteps a couple defenders. She gets hooked. Grahovic's able to help out, send it in, and that's going to kill our penalty. We're back to even strength. Illinois, they're trying to gain the zone. They drive around the right wing. Lafleur, strong on her back check, as usual. 2 or 3 plays by her so far this game. Illinois, there's a shot through traffic. Schaefer tracks it, swallows it up beautifully. Keeps this a 2-1 hockey game with 7:43 to go. Yeah, amidst all that action, Lafleur stepped up at the blue line. Defender was able to get around her, but she made no mistake coming back on her back check to shut down scoring opportunities, and then just did it again. Here's Illinois from the point, shot. Schaefer, toe save, kicks it off to the corner. Illinois centering pass, loose out front, ends up in behind the net. Andrews is going to pick that up. Andrews Gets it over to the half wall. We got Bucko, Clark, and Stanton out there right now. There's the lead pass. Not quite able to pick it up. Deflected. Solid pressure by this forward line right now, but Illinois is going to gain the zone. Here comes Illinois. There's the shot. Deflected away by Andrews. Good body position on her part. Illinois takes it behind the net. Centering pass. Deflected off Schaefer all the way to the point. There's a shot. That goes wide, in behind the net, retrieved by Illinois. Illinois throws it up through the slot again, back to the point. Another shot, through traffic, deflects into the corner. Illinois got it. They look for a centering pass, goes through the crease, and into the corner again. Far corner now, Stanton's in pursuit. She's got Bucko helping him. Illinois throwing it back around to the near corner. And Andrews breaks that up. Andrews got some times, has a look. Throws it off the board and gets it out into the neutral zone and relieves the pressure. Bucko, she's skating in hard. Solid forecheck by her. Not quite able to get her stick on it though. We got Biederman jumping out with Isaac on point. And Simcoe and Dulac have joined Bucko up front. Bucko will look for a change. She throws it up, tries to find Simcoe. Illinois, they gain the zone. Takes the shot. Schaefer with yet another save. And her 22nd save of the night to keep this a 2-1 hockey game. 6 minutes left in the third. Zakaria finally able to join her line mates. Bucko got stuck out there with the way the transitions and plays were flowing. Wins the draw cleanly over to Isaac. Isaac takes it behind the net. She throws it up the board trying to find Simcoe. Goes all the way to the point, deflected by Zakaria. Puck gets dumped back down into the corner for Isaac once again. Isaac. Lead pass, tries to find Simcoe off the boards. Zakaria's got it now. She throws it all the way down, and they're going to call it an ice and bring it all the way back. Been an entertaining hockey game for sure thus far. Zakaria in to take the draw. Biederman, Isaac on point. Simcoe and Dulac on the wings. Won by Zakaria. Biederman throws it up the wall. Ends up with Illinois. They take the shot. High slot opportunity for Illinois. There's the backhand shot deflected by Zakaria. Picked up by Isaac. Puck still loose. Biederman jumps on that now. Biederman. She gives it up to Simcoe. Simcoe. She's going to drive down the right wing. Simcoe gets around two defenders. She's got Dulac going to the net. There's the shot. Blocker save. Picks up the rebound. Puck's loose on the side of the net and froze by the Illinois goaltender for a stoppage of play with 5:10 left here in the third. Zakaria in for the draw. Clean win, beautifully right back to Biederman. There's a shot from Biederman through traffic, blocked by the Illinois team member. They break through the neutral zone with a cross-ice pass. All three forwards with the Stars in retreat on the back check. Illinois, they regain the zone, comes into the high slot. A couple moves by number 11. Good stick handling by her. Sends it back to the defense. Illinois, D-to-D pass. That's well read by Dulac. Almost gets herself a break. A shot kicked off her defender. Now Simcoe's got it again. Simcoe, she drives down the right wing. She's got Zakaria going to the net. Simcoe driving to the slot. And a back check by Illinois. Shortino now on the point. Shortino, shot, bouncing through traffic just to the left of the net. Good pressure by Dulac to hold the zone. Dulac, centering pass. Not quite able to find Zakaria, but Grahovic in there to help hold the zone. And now it kicks out. Grahovic's got it. Grahovic getting hassled by two Team Illinois players. Able to shake off both defenders and punches it in deep. Bucko and Salzburg join her. Centering pass. Bucko held by Mason. Mason takes the shot. Ends up in the corner. Salzburg going to be first to the puck. Bucko wide open in the high slot. Salzburg not quite able to get to there because she's checked by Illinois. Illinois driving down the right wing. Here's a shot from the off angle. Ends up into the corner. Picked up again by Gerhovic now. Gerhovic not quite able to get it out. Illinois drives it into the near corner. Illinois, they send it back. There's a shot, tracked all the way in. No traffic. When Schaefer has a chance to see that puck, she'll stop that all day long. Her 23rd save of the night to make this with still keep our 2-1 lead. Bucko in for the draw. Puck's loose, picked up by Gerhovic. Half wall battle with 4 players out there. Puck spits loose. Finds it way into the corner. Lafleur's going to give a grab. Gets some help from Bucko. Bucko throws it up. Beautifully passed up to Salzburg. Not quite able to get it out of the zone though. Puck's loose in the crease. Andrews has Lafleur on point with her. She tries to send it up. Not quite able to get it out. Illinois keeping the pressure. There's a centering pass off the back of the net. Andrews retrieves that. Gets it over to Salzburg. Salzburg not quite able to chip it out. Illinois holds the zone. Now it's finally cleared out by Andrews. Sent all the way down. Right on net, and the right draw rate won't be an icing. Here's an opportunity for Bucko. Misplayed puck by Team Illinois. Puck still loose. What a crazy series of event that was. Miscommunication between the Team Illinois defense and the goaltender. Puck ends up just loose out front. Almost a gift for Bucko. She jumps on it, not quite able to get that. Yeah, she was ready for it. Wasn't able to find the back of the net. 2:24 left here in the third. We got Zakaria, Simcoe, Dulac up front. Mason and Isaac on point. Draws one by Team Illinois. Puck spits all the way into the neutral zone. Team Illinois is pressuring, but Isaac's there. Isaac, she sends it up to Dulac. Through the feet of Dulac, comes down into the offensive zone. Illinois, they skate it up. Lead pass through the neutral zone. That deflects. Mason able to jump onto that. And now Zakaria trying to get in to the puck, and she's gonna. Illinois trying to work their way through. Simcoe steps up. Mason steps up. Most likely going to see a goalie pull here shortly. Team Illinois trying to gain the zone. Mason's breaking that up. Here's an opportunity for Illinois from the left wing. There's the shot, and a quality save from Schaefer again. Puck's loose on the side of the net. Still loose, and Simcoe able to relieve some pressure. Simcoe coming in on a 2-on-1, or a 1-on-2, sorry. Simcoe driving wide. Tries to cut back into the neutral zone or center ice and not able to. Illinois back the other way. 1:19 left on the clock.
Goalie's looking at the bench on the other side.
Illinois gains the zone. Sends it in deep. Isaac, she's got some time. Has a look around. Sends it up to Dulac. Dulac deflects it. Sends it all the way down. And they're going to wave off that icing. Fresh change for the Stars. We got Andrews on point with Isaac. Goalie's going to the net. 52 seconds left. Illinois takes the shot, finds the corner. Illinois in a battle with Andrews and Simcoe down on the half wall. Ends up at the point. There's a shot from the point. Centering pass. Loose out front. Really good stick by Isaac. Isaac driving up through the central zone. Look at Isaac. Going to try to find that net. Elliott wants her to shoot it. 28 seconds left. Isaac driving in. Illinois. And we're going to have a hand pass call by Team Illinois. Brendan Elliott wanting her to shoot it. I wanted her to skate it. I'm like, go ahead, skate it up. You had a better opportunity.
Burning time, but also probably getting a better angle. I couldn't really see, obviously, from her perspective, but she might not have had a good shot on it.
Really, pros and cons of both approaches there. At the end of the day, our fans just want to see that puck in the back of the net. They're going to put the goalie back in for a defensive zone draw, and it's actually a penalty for a hand pass. And they've got too many players on the ice. 21 seconds left. The Stars will have a brief power play. They're actually, refs are conferring. It should be a penalty for a hand pass, but we'll find out. Nope, they're going to pull their back out. That was just Brody Allen's wishful thinking for the penalty call. But it will be 5-on-5, and now they're going to pull it out into neutral zone draw. And coach is giving the Team Illinois some instructions on what they want that goalie to do. But we'll watch for her. Oh, she's into her own net. Blew a tire getting back to her crease. Draws one, back to Andrews. Andrews, she throws it down on net. 15 seconds left. Andrews, smart decision by her, sending it right in on that goaltender. Hoping to catch her, trying to find her way to the box for an extra skater. Bucko's on the draw. Bucko. We've got Andrews and Shortino on the point. Illinois coming up, 5 seconds. Illinois coming into the set. Opportunity, Andrews breaks that up. Puck still loose. And that's the game. And the Stars get their first victory of the weekend. Coming out all excited, and they should be. That was a solid effort by the Stars. They worked really hard this morning and deserved to come out with the win. Most importantly, what I liked about today is it was a full, well-rounded team effort. Every single player contributing up and down our entire roster, making an impact on this 2-1 victory. Another great game for Schaefer. 24 saves on 25 shots for her. That's a fantastic outing for her once again. And a kudos to our defenders, because they did a really good job too, also clearing out the front of the net and making sure there was no loose rebounds to pick up trash. Well, folks, it was a win. However, it's not quite a big enough win to finish fourth in the pool, so we won't be in the quarterfinals. But that should put us in fifth, and we'll have a consolation game here this afternoon. So hopefully we have some strong internet, and we'll look forward to you joining us on our last game of the weekend in the CCM Windy City Tournament. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you this afternoon.